of the tape. Here we are, ANBF Australian Super Bantamweight title up the line. All right, two WA boys, Richard Lockett and Ben Innes. Richard coming from a bit of a mixed martial arts background, Ben from the boxing. Let's get it on and see who we got here. Who's going to take it home?
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, bout 6 of the evening here at Pathway Boxing. This is your co-main event of the evening. It is for the ANBF Australasian Super Bantamweight title. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner from Wilkes Martial Arts, please welcome Richard Lockett.
Fighting, trained by David Wilkes. And I tell you what, Dan, this boy, he's a tough customer, man, this guy. Richard Lockett fights a lot of different styles. Really coming to boxing and really loves his boxing at the moment. Yeah.
Here we see Steve Erceg from the UFC in his corner as well. He's, like you said,
absolute superstar. Steven Erceg in his corner. How good is that?
Oh, so good. Mixed martial arts background. Richard, like you heard it in the promo, he said he got told his boxing was shit, so he went to work on his boxing skills and he became pretty good at it. Now he's had nearly 10 pro fights.
Amazing, right? And that was the thing, like, same with me. I started boxing to get my hands better for Muay Thai, and then I fell in love with it. I was like, this is awesome.
There you go. You can relate
sort of thing,
And Richard, yeah, man, he's just one of those fighters
he's
in
a
your
good
face.
fighter. He's a good fighter, mate. He will make it a really hard night.
Oh, absolutely.
I tell you what, there's a lot of there's some experience in his corner there, in lots of different codes of fighting, but there's some really good experience in his corner there.
And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He trains at the Foothills Boxing Club and NTG Boxing Fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ben Innes.
Ben Innes coming home. He's coming home to WA. Here he is. Yeah, it was. Yeah. My old coach there, Bobby Boxright Main in the corner for Ben Innes there, and an ex-Muay Thai champion, Nugget McNaught, in the corner there as well, out there supporting Ben Innes. I think it's been a big thing with the guys actually coming back to Perth and fighting here. It's been a huge thing for, I think, Sakira as well, like really huge for them to be back here in front of their home crowd.
Absolutely. Well, originally I was maybe on this card too, and it was also my homecoming.
The same sort of thing, yeah. Mate, we didn't really mention that enough, Billy. Like that was supposed to be your homecoming as well, right? And is that maybe on the cards later down the track or what?
Oh, absolutely. I like, for me, I'm signed with No Limit, and when this opportunity came up, I spoke to No Limit saying, look, I would love to come back and be able to fight on this card. And they gave me the green light, you know, they gave me the blessings, and
awesome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to do this. Bout 6 of the professional card here at Pathway Boxing, coming to you live from the RAC Arena in Perth, Western Australia. Your co-main event, 8 by 3-minute rounds, contested at 55.34 kilograms for the vacant ANBF Australasian Super Bantamweight title. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He is trained by David Wilkes from Wilkes Martial Arts. He stands at 168 centimeters and weighed in at 54.82 kilograms. He has a record of 8 fights with 5 wins, 4 by way of knockout. He is a former state featherweight champion, a current state bantamweight champion, fighting out of Perth, Western Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Richard TLC Lockett. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, trained by Matt Innes from the Foothills Boxing Club and NTG Boxing Fitness. Standing at a height of 170 centimeters, he weighed in at 55.32 kilograms. He has a record of 4 fights for 4 wins, 1 by way of knockout. He is a former 2-time Golden Gloves champion, a 2-time state champion, a 2-time Australian champion, hailing from Perth, Western Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ben Innes.
Gentlemen, going over the rules in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my command at all times. Shots right here on the belt are fine. Same as here. Okay, touch them up. Let's go.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bout 6, co-main event time for the ANBF Australasian Super Bantamweight title. The fighters are ready, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Round 1.
Round 1 underway. Australasian Super Bantamweight title.
The Pocket Rockets go at it.
Yep. This is great. This is great.
That's what I thought too. I thought Richard would come in a bit more stalking him down.
Yeah, aggressive, strong and aggressive, yep.
You know he's going to be strong in the clinch as well, just from his background of wrestling and MMA.
Yep.
But of course, Innes being a pure boxer, he's going to use all those tricks and give him all those different looks like he does.
I'll tell you what's going to, for me, I think Richard, I've seen him fight before, he's going to try and turn this into a fight.
Yeah.
Not a boxing match. And the keys for this will be for Ben, being the pure boxer, is to try to really maintain that distance, that range, and utilize his jab and not get caught into a fight, especially now being here at home in WA in front of his crowd.
I think the keys to victory here for Ben would be twisting and turning, always keep Richie second guessing what way is he going.
Yeah.
Always trying to keep Richie turning, facing him. Good body shot there actually early from Ben. Dropped Richie's elbows. Definitely did take notice from that.
And I like the way he's sort of just popping his punches and then moving, right? Like, just get going, get your rhythm, get your timing and footwork down.
We said, I reckon that's a big thing as well, is not overstaying your welcome, know when to push away from the table, completing your work.
Yep.
And if you're wondering what that means, you just look at Ben Innes right now because he's doing exactly that.
Yep. Hit, move. That's it. Hit, move. And Richard hits hard. He's got some power in his punches too, so you don't want to sit in front of him.
And he can take a shot as well.
Yep. I tell you, Ben is really working the body well. Start this round too.
Ben giving him a lot of different looks from different angles.
Oh, I like that. I like that little bit of presence from Ben there, just sort of posting a little, getting his distance, getting his range. Not in a rush to get in or out.
It's been a big year. I'd say probably about the last 12 months, 10 months. It's been a big year for Ben.
Yep.
You know, he's been over in Queensland. He did a big stint over there, trained down at NTG.
Yep.
With Nugget, Caleb Gray.
Yeah.
You know, good boys down there.
Really good boys down there, yeah. I think they've flown over as well to watch him fight here tonight, which is pretty cool.
It's beautiful. And also doing a camp over in Japan.
Yes, yeah, yep.
A lot of top boys. Japan is really ruling the bantamweights and super bantamweight division at the moment.
Oh, he said to me, I had chat to him before, he said that training camp in Japan was harder than any fights he's ever had. Some of the gym wars he had, he said, were harder than any fight he's ever been in.
And that's really good for Ben, you know. You don't want to be a big fish in a small pond.
Yes.
You know, you want to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, you know. And like I said, the Japanese boys.
Oh, and at that weight over there, oh, incredible. Incredible.
In the bantamweight, every Japanese boy has the belt.
Yep. Mate, I've been impressed with Ben's ring control in that first round, really, wasn't it? Wasn't ring control, generalship in there?
First round, you'd have to give it to Ben just because of the cleaner work, the punches that were landed. But I did like, if you're Richie's coach,
yep,
you think, okay, this is exactly what we want.
Yeah, this is what you wanted, being close.
Not taking any major shots, closing the gap. He got Ben to the ropes a couple of times. Didn't do any major damage, but it's a good step. It's an 8-round fight end of the day, so let's see how it gets when we get to round 4, round 5, round 6. Does the tide start changing? And
that's the thing. Lockett's actually still landed some good punches in that round as well. And again, it's going to be accumulation over rounds. Yeah, interesting to watch. See what the instruction was after that round.
In the blue, Lockett in the red.
Oof, nice step off there.
Just for those who were wondering.
Oh, he's going body, going the head. Ben Innes.
I think
tying him up.
I think it's important for Ben to find them body shots, you know, really take the steam out of Lockett.
Yeah, especially someone that's a pressure fighter like that. You want to try and take some steam out of him.
That's it.
And like I said, Dan, I think he's pretty strong. He can take a shot, Richard.
Yeah,
he can take a shot.
That's what he expected too, you know.
Yeah.
He's going to come in, take some shots,
and
he's just not going to back down and keep making it one of those dogfights.
Yeah, and he's going to try and wear Ben down and try and make it messy. Make him make mistakes.
Ultra fit Lockett.
Yeah.
You know, someone told me this morning he actually swam down from the RAC arena down the Swan River down to Freo and back.
That was before the fight as well.
That was before the fight.
That was just to get a warm up in.
It's just the man he is.
I can't confirm if that's true, but it's what I heard. I've got my ear down to the ground.
Yep. Not much room between these boys in this fight at the moment, and that plays into Lockett's hands here, really, doesn't it?
I like Ben to see if he can still create a little bit of space and start establishing that jab. Get Lockett to second guess himself about coming into range. No, okay, if I come into range, I've got to pay a price. So that's where we need to see a bit of snap on the jabs here.
It's actually a really good matchup, a really good fight for Ben at this stage in his career too. And good fight for Richard too to see where he's at with his career too.
Absolutely, Richard's he's got the experience. You know, yes, Ben has got a big amateur experience. But Richard's got a pro.
Yes, a pro fighting experience. Yep.
He knows what it's like when things get uncomfortable.
Yep.
Them smaller gloves.
And he knows how to make people uncomfortable too.
He's been in a good opposition. I know he's not got a polished, perfect record, but he doesn't take soft touches. He doesn't take easy fights.
And
he's been in the main event. He's been in with Jackson, England.
And I tell you, he's in here to fight. Look at him. He's in here to work.
And he's no stranger to bright lights, that's for sure.
Absolutely. You can hear them thudding away at the body.
I'd say it's been a pretty close round, to be honest.
That's the end of round 2.
One thing you can say for sure, both boys will definitely be doing their road work. We can see there's a bit of a cut over Lockett's left eye.
Yeah.
It's above the eyebrow. Hopefully that doesn't play a major...
Really hard fought round so far. Like that round was just in your face, head to head. Let's go, let's fight, let's try and pick the better shots, and let's go for it. But again, I don't know if that's. And look at that, Richard loading up with like 3, 4, 5 body shots there. He had some success in that round. I really think he did. You know, this is such a spin out to be here watching my ex-coach Bobby Main in the corner. We actually, you know, in the city here, we actually won a WBF world title in boxing together, which was just epic. It actually completed that career for me of winning world titles in Muay Thai, kickboxing, and boxing.
Ah, sick.
And that's
That's kind of cool. It's really cool.
That's the kind of corner. That's the kind of experience Ben.
Yep.
You know, Ben needs in these.
In this kind of fight, 100% calm. Stick to the plan. Stick to what works.
Because there's going to
And
be
there he
moments, there's going to be moments where it's not going to go entirely his way.
Yes.
And you got to have a strong coach in the corner to remind him what's the plan, where are we going.
Yep.
Oh.
You punched there, a little bit low on the belt.
Might have been low. Yeah, might have been low, that one.
Vincenzo.
Yeah.
Unintentional. Ref will give him time to recover.
The boxer is entitled to up to 5 minutes if he wishes to take it.
Still running the clock here, though.
Lockett says, I'm good to go. Let's get it on. He's here to fight.
There you go, the ref.
Lockett straight back into the action.
Okay. And he's just really searching for that body now. It's like his last opponent got that body shot stoppage. Really trying to get that liver.
Well, he doesn't want to stand and just trade shot for shot to the head with Lockett, because I think Lockett is just happy. He'd be happy to do that all night long.
Speaking to Lockett before the fight, he said, I said, what's your game plan? What do you intend to bring to this fight? And he said, I want to take him to deep waters.
Yep.
I want to take him to deep waters.
Yep. I love it.
Saw that. I felt Lockett snuck in a left rip just under Ben's elbow there.
Yep. And this sort of pressure, it doesn't matter how good a boxer you are under this pressure. Right? This is in the gym. You get through these fights through what you've done in the gym.
It's like a form of drowning. You know, you just can't escape. You're trying to breathe, but the boys is on you, and you're forced to fight. But then this is what's going to bring. This is where we're going to test Ben's toughness now.
Yeah.
Boxing ain't always going to look pretty.
Yep. Yeah, and things, that was a beautiful combination from Ben too.
Talking about not looking pretty, just threw 4 beautiful punches right there.
Right in front of us here too. And that'll be the key for Ben, isn't it? Just creating that little bit of space to be able to let those punches go. Because he's on the money with the accuracy too.
Absolutely.
And again, there we go. And
I like them little bumps there. When he gets onto Lockett, bump off.
Yep, little bump.
Then go.
And there it is there, that like little hand over the top to go over the other side. He's doing well. And this, like you said, this is the kind of fight that's going to push him to be better at these movements.
Right. You're not going to get this kind of sparring in the gym. This is where you test yourself now, under the lights.
Yeah, I wonder how Ben Innes trained, if he was on the back foot a lot, if they were aware of Richie going to get him on the back foot, and if he'd done those rounds.
He told me
pads on the back foot.
He told me he would do 12 rounds of sparring with a new boy each round.
Wow. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
He said that's the only way I can replicate Richie.
Yep. That's amazing.
There you go. He's well aware of it.
Oh, I love that. That was a beautiful double rip.
How the hell is Richie taking that?
Man's made from iron.
He didn't even look phased. RAC Arena fans enjoying Pathway Boxing Promotions event. Very first one here in Perth. It's the very first promotion for this company. And what a great lineup and great stacked card they've had so far on their first promotion.
We've been blown away with everyone's performances tonight. From the amateurs.
Yep.
We haven't even got to the main event yet.
Yep.
Let's see what kind of body language we have in each corner here.
Richard Lockett opting to stand during the rounds as well.
Oh, yeah. Absolute.
Just animal.
Absolute gas on him, mate. Yeah, what a beast.
And then look at him, he's the first one in center ring as well. Like, really, Con, let's go, let's fight, mate.
Vince is trying to push him back. Few ice in
He's
the
the
corner.
type of fighter you'd hate to fight, just because you know
Yeah,
he's
you know, he's on you, mate. He's on you.
Yeah.
Is this a Bobby mate? Is this a Bobby tactic? Spin a little bit.
Yeah,
ice
he's done
in the
that
ring?
before for me. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, 100% we did. I think he actually dropped the water bottle once too and undid the lid. Just to give me an extra 10, 20 seconds.
They say win at all costs.
Oh, I love that
Nice,
body ripped
mate.
uppercut. Beautiful.
Beautiful
Smooth
combos
like
coming from
silk.
Ben.
I think Ben's starting to find his distance now in this close fight. And I'd say he would have had some wars in Japan like this that would have been just nose to nose going for it. So I'm sure that would have been good prep for Lockett.
You do see a lot of styles depending on the countries, and you see a lot of the Japanese boys very strong in the legs, strong foundation.
Yep.
Same with the Chinese boys, strong foundation, strong in the legs. And this, you know, not going to get any better sparring to prepare yourself for this kind of fight.
Clean on the chin. Richard just eating it, coming forward still.
I tell you what though, Ben is finding the target really precisely though. Can he defend? Can he keep defending and positioning and keep finding that target with this pressure?
And that's what we need here. That's what we need Ben. We need Ben the two-way fight that we spoke about before. Fighting on the front, and he's got to be able to do it on the back foot now too.
Yeah, can he move back and make him miss, make him counter, maybe move off? And so when he gets that space, he's lethal.
It's just Richie with that wrestling Muay Thai background. If you look at his torso, he's rotund.
Yeah, yep.
You know, he's strong in the core.
With the trunk, yeah.
Yeah, he's got the man strength.
I'd say both these boys, for their weight, be very, very strong. Yeah, I reckon I'd give it that.
Oh, and again, punch the mouth guard out again.
If we'd see it too many times, we could start.
I just got to give a quick
points.
shout out to one of my mates. It's definitely not a gobsmacked mouth guard, that one, if it's coming out like that easy. If you want the best mouth guards in the business, got to be gobsmacked.
If I interview him after, I'll ask where he got that gum shot from.
I love how Ben finds that body.
But I love the body, and then the body, and he'll come upstairs with an uppercut or a hook. Oh, I love that. Oh, like that. Look at that. Rip,
Thunderous.
rip up. Oh, I love
But
that.
Richie just no
Look at him, didn't-
phasing him at all.
nothing
He
at
just
all,
comes forward.
nothing.
It's almost like a double-edged sword, you know. Like
Yeah.
I know I got to put power into his punches to keep
Yeah.
the boy off, but am I going to tax myself? It's
And
making
then
it
you
hard.
put that effort in,
call,
and
fair
then you
call.
put that effort in, and then all of a sudden you just get hit for the effort.
Yeah.
That takes wind out of you too, right?
And what that is, that's mental strength to know,
Yes.
okay, I need to remain strong here.
Yep. But then again, if he's been doing 12 rounds, oh, that right hand landed, and that wobbled Lockett. It actually wobbled him.
That's it. It's
Yes.
the first time we've seen Lockett take a backward step
Yep,
here.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and again,
Clean shots there.
But he
can he
still,
go body and head, and again,
he still
oh,
refuses to go
Richard's
backwards.
still
beautiful
coming on him,
punches
keeping
showing
him
from
on the
Ben. Look
back
at his
rope.
punches. Beautiful variation in those punches.
Having to breathe. Richard knows that he needs to get on him now.
Innes is hitting
Ben
his
with the
best
cleaner
shots.
shots.
He's not going here. He must be thinking, what can he do
Yeah.
to keep this boy off him?
That's it. Oh, what a fight, boys.
What a fight. This sort of action brought to you by Pathway Boxing Promotions, the future of boxing.
Yeah, I love the experience of corners in both these corners,
Yeah,
right?
both
You've got
yeah. Yep. You've got, you know, you've got coaches that have flown all around the world with fighters, fought in different stadiums, different countries, trained people up at different levels. Oh, mate, really good experience.
I'll tell you what, we need a mic in the corner. I'd love to see what conversations are being had in that corner right now. Is there a sense of urgency? Is it nice and calm? Do they believe they're further ahead on the scorecards?
And I think from what I was looking at with Bobby's face then talking to Ben, it looked like stay calm, keep doing what you're doing, keep calm, stay with it, stay with what's working.
You know Bobby better than all of us.
Yep.
How's Bobby's body language looking at?
Yeah, he looks pretty comfortable. He looks confident. I think that was a great round for Ben, to be honest.
Now we're into the halfway mark of the fight.
And to my mind, you know, I can't see Richard changing his style or doing anything much different from here.
Three uppercuts there.
Whereas Ben is starting to really find his range, moving on angles, starting to land more shots. And this is what you'd want to see from Ben, is from that boxing background. In saying that, Richard is nowhere near. He is in the fight this whole way, and he's always going to be in the fight with this sort of tenacity he's got.
You know, Ben actually comes from a boxing family. His brother used to box. I've actually shared the ring with him about 4 times.
Oh, did you? Yeah, right. Yep.
So, you know, even having
Matty, is it? Matty, yeah.
Even having him in the corner, you know, lean on him for some advice.
He's just such a good young man too, Ben. Very humble, very respectful.
Yeah, they're both bloody legendary.
What about that Matty? He's a bit of a hooligan, I heard.
Got to keep a close eye on him, especially the after party.
Lockett, again, like I said, even Ben is putting some beautiful boxing on, but he's not out of this fight at all, Lockett, with his pressure, his tenacity. It's always, he wants it. He just wants to hit Ben.
It's always going to be an asterisk, you know, like, he's always going to be there.
Yeah.
He's always going to answer back.
And that pressure and volume has to count for something as the rounds go on too.
The thing is with Richard, he does this across any martial arts he does, fights, right? That's where he can compete in anything.
Oh, big shots. Oh.
I think there's also a big thing to take into account is how they made the weight. You know, did Indy struggle to make the weight? Because someone putting pressure on you, if you've done a hard weight cut, it can really take it out of you later on down the road. He did get down. He did rip the underwear off last night for the weigh-in. So
yeah, that's true.
Was it a hard weight cut? I don't know. Maybe he was in a little
and that's a good point. And you looked at Richard, the way he's fighting, you would think he's anticipating he's going to keep this going for the whole fight. He's going to do. He's going to go 8 rounds of this sort of.
Yeah, he wants it to go. 8
he wants
rounds.
it. Yeah, he wants this sort of pressure. Yep.
But Ben's looking pretty composed still, you know. Even though Rich is still coming at him, he knows he just needs to land those shots and get those
mouth
points.
guards out again.
Now this will be interesting. Let's see what the ref says.
Could be a warning here, actually.
1 point.
Oh, he's taking a point away. Oh, goodness. Oh, in a fight like this, that's quite a big thing right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's always important to have a second gum shield in your corner.
Yep. Ben sensed the urgency. Oh.
If you're in Ben's corner now, if you're Bobby,
mate.
Piece of information you'll be telling him is keep your mouth closed.
Yep.
We can't afford to lose any more points due to a gum shield. If you lose a round because the boy outworks you, so be it.
Yeah, so be it.
Back,
100%.
But we can't just give away the rounds. Let's say if the judges were to give Lockett that round, it's a 10-8 round now.
Yep.
That's a big swing.
Yep, that's huge.
Could be a 9-9.
Yeah. And we definitely got the best seats in the house. I've got a bit of blood on my page already. We're all wearing white, so stay tuned. We're going to be covered in blood soon.
Hey, look at that pressure there from Roger. Lockett is just on him, non-stop.
They're not technically the correct.
It's so overwhelming.
They're not fundamentally the right punches.
No.
But he just throws them, and he's there. He's leaning on you.
Yep.
And sometimes getting punched by punches you're not used to.
Yes.
They come from different angles.
Because he's an awkward, he's different. He's different from the guy. And I wouldn't say, he probably wouldn't have sparred anyone like Lockett in Japan when he was there.
Absolutely.
It would have been much cleaner boxers.
Oh, the Japanese, all they do is fundamentals. They're all
so fundamentally sound, aren't they? Yep.
If you did this in Japan,
oh yeah, it'd be frowned upon.
They'll castrate you.
No one wants a castration.
They take it seriously.
I believe we could see a big round here from Innes trying to make up for them.
Yeah, I think so, 100%. And he knows that, and you can see it in his body language, can't you? Oh, great counter right there. Oh, body shot again. Have you been in, I mean, and actually the fighter, you know, have you been in a fight, Billy, where nothing you threw phased the other guy at all?
Absolutely.
Nothing.
I had a
what does that feel like?
I was disorienting, you know, it's just like, what do I do? What do I do? What's next?
Because Ben's hit him with some great shots, really good shots, and he's still there throwing away. Look at him. Head on, head,
shot.
Nose to nose, ready to go.
Oh, here we go. Gucci trying to get protest that he did hit him below the belt.
There's
Ref
actually
keeps it going.
There is a strategy, you know.
I
remember I fought over in Poland. I fought an Uzbekistan boy.
Oh, the Uzbeks are tough,
very,
man.
very
so
tough.
Yeah.
And the Australian coach said to me, he goes, if I yell out snake, I want you to hit him low.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Take the wind out his sails.
Yep.
And the boy he was leaning on me on the ropes. And I was like, where the hell is the word snake? Why is he not yelling it out yet?
I need that word.
I took it upon myself. I shouted.
You did? Oh, good.
I yelled out snake. The Uzbek just sidestepped me and I was completely missed.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe I shouldn't have yelled it out.
Yeah, you shouldn't have yelled it out, mate. Mate.
This is much better work from Innes here.
Yep. And he knows, and I like that long boxing from out of range, like boxing before Richard gets in, landing a combination before he actually gets nose to nose.
Yeah, he knows this late in the fight.
Yeah, there you go. Look, there you go.
And that's all it is, knowing that, okay, if I'm going to lead, if I'm going to throw on Richie, he's going to try and come back on me.
Yep.
Nice, straight. Get some clean shots now.
Good angles there.
Richie staying in his face.
I think this is the first round where I feel like we've seen Richie slow down a tad. Could this be from all the body work from Innes? What do you think, Daniel?
Yeah, and I do agree. I definitely feel like he's slowed down a bit, but yeah, Innes is getting some clean shots now.
Yeah, I think he's
the last couple of rounds.
Shots. I think Dan's right there. And realistically, he's landed some really clean shots the whole fight. It'd have to take his toll at some point, you think?
I don't think he will. Look at him. He's sweet.
He looks sweet. He actually looks, he walked to that corner and he looks sweet. Ben actually is huffing and puffing a little bit.
You can see the redness on Richie's body from all the body punches.
Yeah, you can.
I want to know what his body conditioning is, hey.
Oh, man.
Does it just sit up so they just get hit in the...
He also sleeps in the plank.
Here we go. Look at this action from that round. Round 6. Richard just marching forward, throwing. Oh, there was one underneath. It did go low.
Couple snakes.
Oh, he must have heard snake. Yeah, like you mentioned, Billy, you know, he didn't drive here. He swam down the Swan River and then he ran here.
Maybe all that swimming's finally taken its toll now.
This is what you want to see, though, isn't it? You want to see these two guys earn this title fight. You want to see them earn this title.
This is worthy of a main event. But I think both boys are happy to settle for it. It's been a co-main event. They're putting on a great show tonight.
What a great show.
Everyone who's fought tonight has put on a great show. Putting together some nice numbers there.
Yep.
Probe.
So, when you talked about that Uzbek, what did you do in that fight that helped you, Billy? Like, if you had a smothering fighter like Richard, how do you deal with that? What do you do?
It's not a lot what you can do other than just dig deep.
You got to really dig deep too, right?
It's hard to change the momentum. You come in with a game plan, and then you get a boy who's just naturally bigger than you coming in and puts it on you. you got to think on your feet like, okay.
And he's not giving him any space to box.
No.
Move, you know. He turns, bang, he turns with him, walks with him.
It's not even Richie's footwork. He's just marching him down.
He's just marching,
walking.
yeah.
You know, I guess the next level would be when Richie, when he does create that space from Richie, you can time your jabs to jab Richie when he brings his feet together and just keep him that off balance, touch him up here, change that level, stab to the body, change up here, and keep him guessing.
That would probably be exactly what you said there. What I was going to say is when they do get any separation, that jab is more of like, instead of it being a popping jab, it's more stiff, hard jab that's going to actually back. They're throwing that jab almost like it's a cross. It's going to back someone up with it. Almost
like you're jousting, you know, just...
Yes, yep. Really put that elbow behind it and really force it through. That's better jabs.
And he'll take this, he'll learn from this. He'll take this away. This is great. This is experience that he can't get anywhere else. All the training camps in the world, here is where he's going to learn.
They really didn't need the ring for this one. They could have put this in a phone booth, this fight, realistically.
Richie did say for his training camp, he only sparred inside a tyre. You know, 1 foot in the tyre.
1 foot in the tyre, yes.
1 foot in the tyre.
That's it, yep. I've been stuck in there a few times by a few nasty coaches. Did not like it at all.
Every day was 36 rounds in the tyre.
That's it. After this fight, he's still not going to stop. He's just going to be sparring all the way home as well with Steve Ursig in the corner.
He says he's going to swim on.
Second last round of this fight. It's been an epic showing by these two.
Wow, these rounds have flown by.
Oh, beautiful cross.
Right,
landed again and wobbled his
attention.
Oh, and again. He's going through uppercuts to the middle.
And this is what we spoke about earlier, being able to close the show.
Oh, Ben Innes. Oh, well, he definitely got that round back in. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed mostly by his ability to handle this tough fight by Lockett, and all credit to Lockett for bringing the fight. But I'm impressed his ability to handle it and still keep regulated, still keep himself composed enough to box well.
Absolutely.
Keep himself in a position to box well.
Absolutely. You can see a lot of times where boys don't get it away, they throw their toys out the pram.
They throw it out like, this is annoying me, it's frustrating me, and they get too angry, you know, they get angry. He stayed calm.
And Ben stuck to the plan all the way through. Even when he lost a point for his gun shield, he didn't think, okay, I need to rush and get it back.
Yeah, he didn't go crazy.
I'm going to get my point back by boxing the boy.
And that sort of pose from a young man like this shows you there's definitely some growth up ahead of him that's going to be really great for boxing and Boxing Australia to see. Here we go. 8th and final round.
You think the judges would have Innes ahead just with the clean boxing alone?
You'd think so. Yep, you'd think so.
There's no guarantees in boxing.
At least a round or two ahead, but you don't know. We don't know.
You'd think Richie's corner would be urging him, go for the stoppage, go for the knockout.
Yeah, you'd have to stop him. Yep.
Which he, you know, to find that explosiveness after doing 7 rounds of non-stop work is a big ask.
And would you say Ben's corner has told him to box and move, like win the round? Box and move, don't stand. Don't stand and trade with him.
You can box and move, but you don't invite too much pressure onto you.
Yeah,
you don't want to create danger by... there's an art form to be able to push away from the table.
And there you go, so box and move, but come back with some power shots to back your opponent up.
This is waving on the crowd.
Beautiful. The WA crowd here is loving this action.
I don't think Richie's going to like when the bell goes. He wants to do a few more rounds, I think.
Yeah.
Back up his coach after this. Fitness on it is awesome.
Crowd's getting the chance going for Benny here.
He's looking a lot fresh now, Benny. I think that crowd's really spurring him on.
Yep.
He's showing all the skills
beautiful.
now.
I love that step back too.
Excellent.
And like you said, what's he going to learn from this fight? Learn how to fight on the back foot.
That's it.
Learn how to create space against someone like this.
There's always going to be a boy who's going to be stronger than you.
Always,
bigger.
always. Oh, look at that beautiful combination.
That's the sweet science of boxing.
Seen a bit, I believe we've got another cut on Richie, just below the left eye.
Oh, beautiful combination. Richard's still ploughing away though, still ploughing away with shots. And this is our last minute, final minute of the fight.
Both boys leave it.
Oh, beautiful body shot from Richard there.
Yeah.
Might have slowed Ben. I think it actually caught Ben a bit. They are in a dogfight.
Oh, nice overhand by Ben. Jabs. Closing out the round well.
Ben still boxing, popping his shots in.
Final 30.
Richard still ploughing in with those shots.
Keeping him in his red corner, getting shouted instructions by his coach. He's got to do something big.
Oh, beautiful
20
uppercut up the
seconds left.
middle.
Oh, now Ben's
Venus.
finding those shots.
Slippery, in and out with the uppercut, then moved off.
Richie's chin must be
And
made
in a
of iron.
fight like this, does that stand out to you, Billy? Like that sort of movement?
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
beautiful combination from Ben.
Oh,
Oh, the Lockett just lands a... Oh, what a fight.
Take
Oh
a
my
bow,
God.
gentlemen.
take a bow, you two. What a
Wow, both
display.
guys, both of them. Unbelievable. I'll bow to both of them. Well done.
It's like the heart of Richie, you got to respect that too, but the skill of Ben just to output him like that.
Both boys raised their stock
Yeah.
tonight.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
absolutely.
Unbelievable.
If you look at some of the highlights.
Ben had some beautiful moments of boxing, didn't he? Where he created that little bit of space and
For a
let the
boy-
hands go fast.
For a boy with only 4 pro fights, you know,
Yep.
to do a tough 8-rounder,
Yep.
you know, it's great. You know, you see a lot of boys for the first 4 fights, they're only doing 4-rounders, having a few soft touches. They're throwing him into the deep end. Jumps in with both feet. He hasn't tested the waters with 1 foot. He jumps in with both feet, and he's swimming. Now he's laughing. I believe he's got a new belt around his waist now.
To the center of the ring, please. Bout number 6 of the pro card here was your Pathway Boxing co-main event. 8 rounds of action in the super bantamweight division. Before we get to the decision, ladies and gentlemen, can we get another big round of applause for these warriors? What a battle! And now we turn to the judges for their decision. Ladies and gentlemen, it is unanimous. Your winner and the new ANBF Australasian Super Bantamweight Champion, the blue corner, Ben Innes.
Congratulations to Ben Innes. What a
We've got
awesome
Claudio
display of
here
boxing.
from Max
But Richard, tough as they come. You know, both the stocks that these boys have raised from this fight.
Thank you very much to the Jerky Co for their support of this event.
right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your Australasian champion, Ben Innes. Ben, jump on this mic and tell us something.
Perth Boraloo, we got some jewelry.
Yeah. Ben, how good does it feel to be back in Perth? Home fans, like tell me what's going through your mind right now.
It's good to be back. We knew we had a tough opponent, so we put ourselves in a tough environment, 6 weeks in a foreign country, not much English, top prospects in Japan, but you know, tough environments create tough men, so that's what we did.
Mate, I'll tell you what, watching that one, commentating that one on the live stream with Billy and Mitty T, mate, it was unbelievable to watch. Now, let me tell you, let's not take anything away from Lockett. He came and fought you hard tonight. He came with everything, right? And he put the pressure on you. And I could see, I remember chatting to you before, you telling me the time you spent in Japan, like the nose-to-nose wars that you've been in over there, the gym wars. Having this team around you, is there anyone you want to thank that's helped you out here?
Man, everyone, first and foremost, my sponsors. I can't do it without them. I travel the world to be the best because of them. So thank you to all my sponsors. Secondly, we got my corner, we got Nugget. There's not many people that have been a fighter, been a trainer, and been a promoter. So to have him, that's a great advisor, a great mentor to have, great role model. So he's gone through some stuff too. So I appreciate him heaps for being here. We got Bobby, Cutman, one of the best brains in boxing. We got Nathan, my best mate, always there. And then lastly, my brother, my coach, my father figure, my best mate. Thank you, Matt, for everything.
Oh, Ben, I'll tell you what, watching you, I think my favorite part of the fights for me was under that sort of pressure. And I don't know what the coaches were telling you. Maybe I might have known a bit what Bobby was saying because I've been in the corner with him a few times. But look, under that sort of pressure, it's overwhelming. Like, it's really overwhelming. Like, you're getting non-stop punches barraging at you non-stop. And you hit him with some beautiful shots, but he kept coming. How did you manage to keep yourself, when I say like actually regulated, calm, composed, how did you manage to do that under that sort of pressure?
The key to boxing, just a nice jab, hold him at the end of it, but stay calm, stay composed, listen to my corner. Beautiful. Just take my time, but I love to fight, so I stuck in there a little bit too. And shout out to Gobsmacked, I need a new mouth guard.
Shout out to Gobsmacked. Guys, Pathway Boxing Promotions, thank you so much for putting on a match like this. And Ben Innes, thank you for being here for us. Well done.